She lives in a house where the Wi-Fi barely works, hauls firewood in the morning, and fixes fences before sunset. Yet she's one of the most powerful voices in American politics. She once turned down millions of dollars just to speak less. And before all the headlines, she was hired for yard work by a woman she'd never met, who would later become her lifelong partner. Rachel Maddow isn't just a journalist. She's a paradox, a public figure who vanishes, a media titan who prefers silence, a truth seeker who lives like a recluse. What if the most influential woman in political media isn't chasing power at all, but hiding something deeper? Step into the stillness, where intellect, mystery, and quiet rebellion meet. This isn't the Rachel Maddow you think you know. Rachel Maddow was born on April 1, 1973, in Castro Valley, California, to Bob Maddow, a former Air Force captain turned lawyer, and Elaine Maddow, a school program administrator. From a young age, her intellectual curiosity and defiant independence stood out. But few could have predicted the unconventional path she would later carve, one that would redefine the role of a political commentator on American television. For nearly 2 decades, she has remained one of the most influential voices in political media, not by shouting over others or chasing headlines, but by practicing precision. Her communication style is deliberate and sharp, characterized by slow, clear speech that demands attention. She doesn't simply report the news. She dissects it, methodically and compellingly, often shifting the national conversation with just one story. And yet, away from the screen, Maddow leads a life radically different from what her public stature might suggest, a life grounded in privacy, quietness, and choices that defy celebrity norms. At the center of that life is her nearly 25-year relationship with artist and photographer Susan Mikula. They met in 1999 in Massachusetts during what was supposed to be a simple photo shoot. Maddow was then working odd jobs while finishing her doctoral dissertation. Mikula, older and already an established photographer, hired her to do yard work. What followed, according to both, was love at first sight. Despite a 15-year age gap and differences in their careers, their relationship took root quickly and has only grown stronger with time. They've never married, never had children, and never felt the need to turn their bond into a public spectacle. Maddow has often said that their relationship doesn't need external validation. It simply works. Instead of conforming to societal expectations, they have shaped their lives around shared values: simplicity, beauty, and a connection to nature. They split their time between a modest Manhattan apartment and a pre-Civil War farmhouse in western Massachusetts, nestled deep in the rural quiet of Cummington. Their farmhouse is far from the glitter of TV studios or the attention of paparazzi. It's a rustic retreat filled with photographs, antique radios, maps, and shelves overflowing with books. The house itself is more than a home. It's a reflection of their philosophy. Neighbors see Maddow performing the most ordinary tasks: hauling firewood, picking up eggs at the general store, or fixing fences. It's a deliberate contrast to her towering media presence, a quiet rebellion against the world of constant performance. Their relationship has faced trials, including Mikula's severe battle with COVID-19 in 2020, a period Maddow described as one of the scariest of her life. That same year, Maddow spoke candidly on air about how close she came to losing her partner, showing the rare, tender humanity beneath her usually composed exterior. Maddow herself has also shared her struggles with cyclical depression, offering a window into the emotional resilience required to maintain both a demanding career and a healthy private life. That resilience has shaped her professional journey as well. Before she became the polished face of MSNBC's primetime lineup, Maddow's road was bumpy. She came out as a lesbian in her teenage years, but kept it secret from her parents, mirroring the fears that many LGBTQ+ youth endure. In her 20s, she scraped by on odd jobs and long, unsung hours in small radio stations. She was rejected often, struggled with mental health, and at times had to fight just to stay afloat. But she never adjusted her voice to suit the mainstream. Instead, she leaned into her intellect. Armed with a doctorate from Oxford University and a relentless drive, she built a career not on charm or image, but on clarity and substance. She started in activism, worked in radio, and then slowly built her presence on television. In 2008, Maddow made history by becoming the first openly gay woman to host a primetime political news show in the United States. She did so unapologetically, never compromising her authenticity. Her rise was not built on viral moments or social media theatrics. It was earned through painstaking research, careful storytelling, and consistent credibility. By 2021, she had secured a $30 million annual contract, a testament to her unrivaled importance at MSNBC. But even then, Maddow didn't follow the expected path. In 2024, she made a bold decision. She negotiated her own salary down to $25 million per year in exchange for less screen time. That trade gave her the freedom to pursue long-form storytelling through podcasts, documentaries, and political investigations on her terms. In a media industry obsessed with visibility and round-the-clock relevance, Maddow proved that silence, when paired with integrity and intellect, could be just as powerful, if not more. Her restraint became a signal of value. She showed that a journalist didn't need to be everywhere to be effective. When Maddow speaks, it matters. Her influence stems not from style, but from consistency. Her signature look, a black blazer, no jewelry, cropped hair, is emblematic of her focus. She doesn't adorn herself for the camera. She doesn't post curated selfies or chase algorithms. Instead, she approaches journalism like a scholar, citing sources, building arguments, and unpacking layers of truth. Her voice, her pauses, even her silences feel deliberate. Every word she utters is backed by research, vetted by reason. The result is trust, a rare commodity in modern media. Maddow doesn't need to be liked. She doesn't court approval or fear criticism. She seeks the truth, and in doing so, earns a deeper kind of respect. Her audience doesn't come for drama, they come for clarity. That clarity has remained intact even through controversy. In 2017, she released 2 pages of Donald Trump's 2005 tax returns live on air, a moment that sparked debate, criticism, and admiration in equal measure. In 2024, she was hit with a $30 million defamation lawsuit involving her reporting on ICE and political misconduct. But rather than recoil or deflect, she stood firm. She let the courts and facts do the talking. The backlash didn't weaken her. It expanded her audience and further cemented her reputation as one of the most principled figures in American journalism. Her mastery lies in her discipline. She doesn't perform, she delivers. Her absence from the screen can be just as compelling as her presence. In a world where media figures scramble to stay visible, Maddow's ability to disappear, strategically, meaningfully, only makes her more magnetic. When she returns, it's because something matters. That, perhaps, is the essence of her legacy. Not the awards, not the ratings, but the stillness she commands. The weight her words carry. The discipline to speak only when something is worth saying. So the question lingers as it must. Is that stillness the ultimate form of power, or is it a carefully constructed hiding place? Either way, Rachel Maddow has built something few ever manage, a voice that doesn't need to shout to be heard. Thank you for watching.